Let's go ahead and do a quick update on Coinbase versus the SEC because the court case is absolutely ridiculous, okay? And if you think that the SEC has overstepped their bounds, make sure to like this video and drop me a comment and let me know why, because I have a multitude of reasons. Is multitude even a word? Anyways, okay, so a little bit ago, the SEC went to Coinbase and says, you know what? We're going to sue you. You were bad. You're selling unregistered securities, okay? And I believe they listed about 13 different crypto assets, primarily, mostly POS, proof of stake. That's a whole different story that we're not going to get into in this video because legalities and whatnot. But anyways, we're just going to stay on track with Coinbase versus the SEC, okay? The interesting thing about this, though, okay, is that Coinbase is actually partnered with a lot of different public servant agencies to provide different services like ICE. They also help public servants liquidate confiscated cryptocurrencies, you know, from Silk Road. But anyways, in court today, the judge absolutely reamed the SEC. It was very, very much embarrassing. But the funniest thing about this was that the SEC approved Coinbase to go public back in 2021 with their stock coin. So basically, they approved Coinbase to go public knowing all sorts of different information regarding their business model, but now wants to go ahead and sue them today for selling unregistered securities, okay? And it's actually looking like the judge is leaning a little bit more in Coinbase's favor. So before we go ahead and talk about Coinbase's legal representative, Paul, and his statement, let's go ahead and cover what Jake said on Twitter. Because essentially the SEC wants to call every single thing in the world a security, which is not accurate in any way, shape, or form. And also, too, in the case, the SEC's attorney said that the judge should not listen to Cynthia Loomis. Cynthia Loomis is a public servant. She came out and said that the SEC's legislation, their laws for the last 90 years have worked, but in today's current landscape, it actually doesn't work, and the judge actually clapped back at the SEC. But back to Jake's point in saying that the SEC's legal theory that basically indicates that every asset on the planet is a security. This is actually atrocious because if the SEC can actually prove this, you wouldn't be able to sell used goods on eBay for a side hustle, all that type of stuff, because essentially it would make it a security. I had an eBay side business for many years before I did crypto full time. That's how I paid for school, for a lot of personal things, whatever. And yes, I paid taxes on it. None of that stuff was a security. I was buying used goods from a thrift store and reselling it on the internet. But anyways, Coinbase's chief legal officer said that the SEC cannot unilaterally expand and redefine its own regulatory ambit. This should be left up to Congress and the ongoing legislation discussions. Coinbase does not offer securities. And you know what? I believe him. Unless the SEC can essentially come up with guidelines, they're going to keep getting reamed. Anyways, you guys, quick update. I'll go ahead and update you tomorrow. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.